Hey everyone, welcome to another video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to play the game Pokemon Uranium in full screen. Now that game has been banned, so if you're lucky enough to have it, you probably downloaded it before. It was super hard to find. So if you have that and you have not been able to play that in full screen, go ahead and follow this video and I'll show you how to get that to work full screen. So there's a program called Lossless Scaling. So you're going to need to go ahead and get that downloaded. That is available on Steam, also the Humble Store. So if you want to get this to work, you can always give it a try. If it doesn't work for you, you can always get it refunded or get credit back for it. So if you're interested in giving that a try, let's go ahead and, get that program downloaded and then open up the folder that has the game on there, and then also launch the lossless scaling program. Now what you're going to want to do is follow the settings on here. Now as far as the frame rate, you may have to change that to your preference, but this is a game that would always run very choppy when it was run in full screen, or attempted to go any bigger than that full screen. It runs fine if you leave it in the windowed mode that it comes in, but as far as for me anyway, any attempts I made to make it run in a bigger window would make it stutter. Now this will make it go full screen perfectly. It will upscale it for you. uh it does seem to run a little bit better as far as the stuttering with some settings that I put on here. So we'll go ahead and give these a shot. So go ahead and open up the scaler program. This is the way that I have it that looks the best for me. I've set the scaling mode to auto, and then we got full screen over here. Now, if you've never used this program, you can go ahead and save, different profiles, different settings for different games. So you would just, make whatever changes you want. Go on here, click add, and then just name that profile, and you can jump to it whenever you want to use it with another game. Now, this has a lot more advanced features as far as you getting like better frame rates with higher end games. It has not worked for me, so I'm not going to get into that one. And plus, I, mostly play the retro stuff anyway. So we'll go ahead and leave this frame generation. We're going to leave that to off. Everything on here you can leave. You might want to clip the cursor so you can easily find the, the mouse cursor in the screen. So you might want to check that off, or I'm sorry, check that on. Vertical sync, I went ahead and enabled it for the purpose of this game. Click max refresh rate to, max. Don't set anything different than that. Allow tearing you don't want. You can draw the FPS. It's pretty much not going to be, it may show that it's running at a certain number, but you might still get the stutter. So I just recommend you leave that off. Now for capture, the only way I was getting it to work where I can actually record the game in full screen was with this API set to GDI. Now, obviously if you guys ain't going to be making videos of the game, you can go ahead and pick from either DXGI, WGC, or GDI. Now, seeing how this was a game that was meant to run in a window, I did pick the GDI and found out that it was able, to be recorded in full screen. Preferred GPU, you can leave that to auto. It will find it on its own if you have, that type of system. You do want to leave the windowed mode on for this one. I found out it does work better with the windowed mode option on. So once you're done with that, what I recommend you have it, go ahead and save the game profile if you want. Name it the name of the game we're testing. Click on here. So you want to make the window a little bit smaller because you're going to need it like that when you're jumping in and out. Because the trick to get this to work is you want to go ahead and launch the game first. And then the minute you launch the game, you're going to see the countdown here go from 5 to 0. So you want to make sure you're in that game before the countdown hits 0, or it'll give you a message that it was not able to find any game. So go ahead and what I'm going to do is just show you what you're probably normally seeing. The game, comes out in a box. Most games, if you hit the Alt and the Enter key, you'll be able to get it to go full screen. That does nothing for this one. And as you can see, clicking on there does nothing. So what we're going to do is go ahead, and now we're going to go ahead and hit scale. Make sure you have the game in the forefront. And then we're going to go ahead and hit scale, and you'll see that starts to count down. Switch back to the game, and the minute it hits 0, it should upscale it for you. And as you can see, that went ahead and went full version or full screen on here for you. I have the settings already on here. So as you can see with the settings that I showed you, that has the most, you know, the best effect as far as it running smoothly. It's not perfect, but it's way better. Like if you were to leave it at the normal settings, for example, this is running at 40. So go ahead and hit the B key on your joystick, scroll over to options, and you'll notice I have this set to 40 FPS. If I go higher, even though normally you would think that would make it look, you know, smoother, it does not. It runs worse. So I'll show you. So now as you can see how it kind of jumps back and forth. So you have more stuttering on there. So again, it's your preference, but you know, for me, it worked better at 40. So that's how I was able to get this to work correctly with those settings on there with the lossless scaling program. So that is the end of this video. If you guys make use of this, go ahead and hit the thumbs up on the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Have a good one.